Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's Arena time. Alright, so I lost a pretty rough game against a mage, but we're still in it right now. 4 wins, 1 loss, 1 crazy warlock. Stormwind champions are still pretty good in the arena, but I don't know if my deck has enough else going for it. It can have a pretty good mana curve, but it's still pretty draw dependent. It's not a dedicated rush deck, and it doesn't have like the strongest 3 and 4 cost stuff. It has a lot of 3 and 4 cost stuff, which I like. Not necessarily the strongest ones. Kodo I always find expensive. Like sometimes he comes in and he's awesome, but I still find him pretty expensive. Plus that other game he refused to blow up the Annoyatron, which would have really helped. If he'd blown up that first Annoyatron, like he was supposed to. But anyway. I can coin out nothing. I've got a lot of 3-cost stuff in my hand. We coin out one of these, there's a very good chance something will be alive for me to Shattered Sun bonus. And if not, I'll play the other one, and there's still a pretty good chance something will be alive to Shattered Sun bonus. Mech Warper is not something we wanted to see. My opponent could have a crazy turn right now. He didn't have the 1-cost stuff because they would have come out for free. But he could have like several. He could have a 2-cost and a 3-cost mech and just ruin my day. Yes, I've done some of that in Constructed, and it is sick. When you get one of those hands, you got like Mech Warper and if you ever get the 2 Mech Warper hand, you're like, hallelujah. No, he does not have the low-cost mechs to do crazy mech warping. But he can still ruin my Harvest Golem's day by killing it. Did cost him a card, but this guy survived, so it was not anywhere near as good as it could have been. I could play the bears, which would have taunt, but I mean, this guy fights them even better, frankly, because I don't need the extra attack. The extra whole guy that comes out of him is definitely better for fighting this stuff. Does he have a 5-cost mech that he was holding on to crazy apport into play? What is a 5-cost mech? I mean, there's like the junk guy, but I can't think of a lot of 5-cost like mechs offhand. I'm sure there are some. Well, there's like Nimrod's head, but that seems less likely than most alternatives. So I could blow something up, but only one thing. On the other hand, that thing is making a lot of cards. The best plan is just to play her, boost him, and use it to kill that. That, I can't imagine I'm going to find a better play than that. Yeah, this guy would be great. Fights that stuff fine, but because this can't kill the Manatide, we gotta kill the Manatide.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
As an added bonus, of course, my guy takes no damage from that. So, Mech Warper can kill her, if his mech warping ability isn't more important. Now, if he survived long enough, he could play like the big piloted one, Shredder, which would be unfortunate. That is pretty unfortunate in its own right. That is a big pile of unfortunate right there. It's going to take a lot of firepower to get through that. These guys don't do the other half, so it would still pretty much take all my stuff all day long. And I don't like that. I'm not going to have a lot of choice. At least my opponent is going to be 3 mana short next turn. So that's some small consolation. If you killed her, then I probably wouldn't have the firepower to get through him, which I think is a very good idea for you. No, did not draw the crazy stuff that I would have needed to make that work. I could just play him He gets killed. That's only 3 damage to kill that. Yeah, it's not going to work out better. The problem is I don't want to use the Shadow Bolt if I can't finish him. I think I actually should play one of the other guys. In which case, I guess I'll play him and draw a card. Next turn I won't have enough mana to do the 2 of these if I have to, though. That would be my desperation move, and it's not going to work. So I'm going to actually... I hate to not draw the card. I'd rather play the bears, but this can kill the bears and leave this alive, and that would be much worse for me. So I've got to play this in hopes that it will guarantee this thing takes some damage. If my opponent can silence this, or otherwise blow through it, it might not work out. Well, silencing him wouldn't be that bad, because on my turn, presumably, he would be alive to attack. It would be bad, because I would take 7 damage, but it wouldn't prevent me from killing this thing, necessarily.
I wonder.
If my forces get apocalypsed, and this guy takes any damage at all, I can also play the Sunwalker to try. Oh, no. Crackle always does 6 on me. Saying that helps, though. So this is unfortunate. It did take a Crackle, but I'm in the same place I would have been with the bears. This guy should definitely kill that, and then you can just beat my face in. Do you not have... Okay, he didn't have a way to kill this. The fact that he didn't have a way to kill the damaged golem is my salvation, because now I lost half my health to that thing, and it did very well for him, but I can still do stuff. I guess we're going to play him. I'd kind of rather just play the Guildwin and save this guy, but I do have a backup taunt in my hand, and I might as well use the mana efficiently, because I'm not doing very well in any other way. Really? This game is just not going my way. So, if this guy has to eat the bubble, that would not be so bad. All my opponent has to do is 1 damage to this, and things are going to be pretty sad. But if she can do 4 damage to him and still be alive, I will be in decent shape. So, how are you going to stop her? Just silence her, or what? I know it's not going to work out for me. Maybe it is. Next question, do you not attack? You are going to not attack. Interesting. So you can easily get rid of the bubble now, which is unfortunate. I could go and attack preemptively, hit that, play one of these guys, finish that off. I would have a 4-5 and a 2-3. And I would have enough mana left that I could play one of the other guys, which is not bad. I'd kind of like to just play the Mountain Giant. I think it'll work out badly, though, because my bubble will not get any value. Well, I guess I attack that, and then my bubble gets value. But then she gets killed by junk, and this guy's still alive, but then I would have a Mountain Giant, so maybe I should just play the Mountain Giant. If I'm going to play the Mountain Giant... No, wait, this costs 2 mana and only draws me 1 card. I'm thinking of Molten Giants, which I normally play with. Activating this would be a bad idea, no matter what I plan to do. I guess I should just play him and hit that guy for a bunch. She's doomed anyway, but my opponent's not going to like the cost it takes to get rid of her while I have an 8-8 floating around that can actually win against this. Unless he can just take her out somehow and just kill me, because again, like that other game, my health is super low. I've taken a beating in the early game. And I may not be able to recover no matter what I do.
I wonder.
If this guy survives, and then I draw Shadow Flame, that would probably help me recover. If he survived to hit for 8 and then Shadow Flame, it's obviously the ideal, but I don't think things are going to work out that neatly for me. Wow, that is a lot of firepower to put on the board. That's going to really make it hard for me to recover. I don't have any good way to do 1 damage to him either. You know, you're going to crush me. I can get rid of that. This guy would have to take 6 damage to kill that thing, which sucks. I'd actually probably be better off killing that. But at least my Stormwind Jolts can take that out. Oh, I can't do him and that. This is still worth it, though, isn't it? Or am I dead? I'm probably dead anyway. Because it would kill a lot of the junk, but this guy would still have to kill that for me. Which means these two would be alive, and I would have taken one, and I'd be mega dead. So that doesn't work. If this guy comes out and kills that, then he can kill that, and then I'm still pretty dead. If I had one more turn, if I had one more mana, I could possibly pull this off by him blowing up all the junk, him taking that out, him taking out a big thing, and then I could live for like a turn. I mean, I can drop two of these guys, but I think that's the best I can do. The closest I can come to winning. Like, is his 1 damage going to be better than what one of these guys? One of these guys can kill that, but the 1 damage would kill that. But
So many possibilities.
there's just no way to make it work. I've done the math on this would be more impressive, but I've done the math on him and it didn't work, so I'll do it the way I've not done the math, but I'm still pretty sure it doesn't work. Okay, I'm technically not dead doing it that way. It's a good thing I didn't play him. Play him next turn if I have more than 1 hit point left. Nope, that is the end. Doomhammer would kill me in 2 turns, if not this turn, but it's going to kill me this turn anyway, so it doesn't matter. You've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm dead. Hooray! When you win too many games and have, like, no losses, you're just bound to pull really rough opponents. Earth Elemental, Doomhammer. Anything else he has is just kind of bonus. Earth Elemental and Doomhammer are better than the things in my deck, that's for sure. So now we're on the edge. After being 4-0, we're going to lose in straight sets here unless I can pull off another win. It would be really nice to get at least one more win. At least 5 wins, which is a pretty darn good run, and is also apparently about an average run for me. But I don't know. Can we beat a druid? Hopefully it's a druid that has 2 losses like I do. Although then, conversely, he's going to be hungry for the win. I don't think that stuff matters that much, frankly, but lots of people do think that matters. I think that your psychological attitude, just about like being hungry for a win or something like that, probably makes more difference in an actual physical game than like a sport than it's going to do here. I could coin out nothing of value, so go. Next turn I can coin out something, and I've got lots of 3-cost stuff. I've got good choices. Mecha Yeti, that is unfortunate. Now, interestingly, I could play her, I could coin her out. She would only be a 3/4 though, even though she would benefit against his death rattle. So I'm better off not doing it that way. I think I am going to coin out... It's actually a tough one. Because him plus the Dark Bomb would be enough to finish that guy.
So many possibilities.
Now he could kill it, Kung Fu, and then hit the other part. So that's what I was worried about with her. It's kind of same difference. And kill it, Kung Fu the other part. So I guess I'm going to coin out her. Yeah. Because either way they're not going to survive. I'm just hoping he's a little bit better, I think, for setting up a Shattered Sun play later on. I don't know, but it's kind of arbitrary. They're both similar and good, and in this circumstance, they're going to both work out similarly badly. Oh, not hitting me with that. Interesting. Power Overwhelming. So I could just Power Overwhelming her and take him out. I don't know if that's the best move. Dark Bomb, kill him, and then I'm doing kind of nothing with my turn, unfortunately.
So many
Buffing her, obviously not going to do any good. If I Power Overwhelming her, I can draw a card. I hate to spend it on that, because I can take him out with other stuff too. Damn. That was pretty hard. I've taken some damage. I guess I'm probably better off just resetting things at this stage. Just use the Dark Bomb, save my big guns. It's hard though, because the Dark Bomb is nice and flexible. Oh well. Time Rewinder. Time Rewinder kind of makes me wish that I'd played him first, because she would be a better choice for rewinding. Works better with Bubble than with Death Rattle, that's for sure. Alright, so we're taking some early damage. It's not the end of the world kind of damage. Can't do that much, though. It's certainly not worth spending anything on a 1-1 with a bubble at this point.
Where shall I strike?
Ooh, that's unpleasant. Oh, he's going offense. Interesting. If I can kill that, how do I want to do it? Probably worth doing the power overwhelming to get rid of him, I think. I could actually do that and then rewind my guy as I play the... Yeah, that might not be bad. It's just saving this guy. But yeah, he's a pretty good guy. I think it's worth time rewinding him since I'm gonna have 1 mana left after I play the Grizzly anyway. Actually, I don't need to play the Grizzly because it's only a 1-1 out there. I might as well just rewind him and then play him again. The opponent won't know that I have another one. That's not the greatest use of a rewind. I mean, I've got a handful of 3-cost junk, some of which is efficient, but I don't know. I probably shouldn't have. It's just like that 1 mana was sitting there and taunting me. It feels like a win when your guy doesn't die to the thing. In practice, it's kind of meh. Alright, that's not helping. So I can play him and the other one here. That's not too bad. He is going to eat it, but I've got a lot of guys that'll be around to do the 2 damage to finish him, in theory. Swipe or something is not going to kill these guys. Wrath. Ow. That's annoying. Ow. Oh my god, I'm going to get rushed down again. I'm getting rushed down every single game. Just my minions are just not good enough, I guess. I don't know, but like, I can't believe I'm getting rushed down every game with the kind of stuff that I've been putting out. It's true, though. So she'll come out as a 3-4 taunt, which is not bad. Now, he would blow her up, but that's not very exciting. Do this, I can do this, and I still have enough mana left to Soulfire something, which we're at that desperate point of Soulfiring. So, we're going to play there.
The light compels you.
Light does compel you. I'm going to buff her, I'm guessing.
The Sunwell.
Gonna hit this guy. We're going to Soulfire him, because that's the kind of situation we're in. And we're going to knock off that bubble, because doing 2 damage to my opponent at this stage is not getting me very far. Watch him Starfall and just kill them all now, where this would have survived. It wouldn't really make a difference. At this point, if he does anything competent, like that, it's going to be almost impossible for me to recover. I could maybe owl this, and then I still have to deal with a 5-7. And that's if I draw an owl, which I didn't. We're going to draw another card because we're that screwed. That may or may not help. So I can play him and one of these. We're definitely playing him. It's just a question of how does the math work out for winning stuff. He can hit that and live, and he can't hit that and live, so it's actually better to use him for that. Let's see what I get. I was hoping for the freeze. Rusty Horn's not bad, but I should probably just trade these guys to kill that, and then we'll see how bad what comes out is.
Push forward.
I can't just, like, not kill it. Come on, bad legends. That's interesting, because that's about as bad a legend as he could have got, but it's not bad enough for the Rusty Horn to save me, because whichever one I give taunt to is just going to get Kung Fu. I'm going to get hit for 6. So I'm better off pretending it's not there. Play the Goblin. I'm almost certainly dead this turn, and even if not this turn, there's no way I'm going to recover, but... Yep. That giving one of these two taunt would have done nothing. So, I was hoping for the freeze. Vindicate Cloaking Field. Wow, that's not helpful for me. And that Taunt Bear. Play some more Death Rattle now that I've used my Hoser. Oh, you're going to Kung Fu me to death, too. So I have to have a big enough taunt to keep Vol'jin at bay. Vol'jin, whatever. That's a pretty big taunt. Does that mean I can save this? Weird. Maybe. Weird. I'm not going to do too well either way. But we're going to play this for sure.
Truth is my shield.
And I guess we're just going to beat through this thing ineffectively. I could Rusty Horn something. I could draw a card. I think drawing a card is suicidal. I don't think I can afford to. Is it worth giving taunt to this guy on the off chance that my opponent can just take her out? I think I'm in such a bad place that I'm going to have to do that. Add the mana. I mean, if I survive the next turn and this guy kill this guy, then maybe I will be able to afford to draw a card, or I'll be in the position where I'll have to draw a card. You can claw through that. That's not good. You're not going to have much left. You might just be able to charge me and kill me anyway. I certainly can't take a lot of stuff. I am going to have to draw the card, because I have no choice. Wow. Not the Shield Master. I still have to draw the card. I'm just going to lose if I don't. Now I'm getting about as good stuff as I could have gotten, but I don't think it's nearly good enough.
For the king! For honor.
Whichever one I trade him to damage, the other one is going to get through him. There's not much I can do there. If I kill this with it, no, because you can Kung Fu and hit for 4. So it doesn't matter, I'm dead anyway. It's irrelevant. I lost 3 in a row. Yay! And it's even less close than it superficially appeared, which is not very close. I don't know. I know this deck wasn't great, but it kind of got my hopes up. Made it a little bit annoying. Alright, what do we get? An Arcane Nullifier, that was random. I don't remember if I had 2 of them or not. Oh well. Let's see what else I get. Another Fell Reaver. I think I might have already had 2 Fell Reavers. Melvin Sapper. This guy is not bad. I'm going to think about using him. I consider that ability pretty damn good. It is random enemy minion. It's not like the other ones. 3/3 for 5, obviously not good, but I mean, you compare him, a Yeti gives you a 4/5, he has 1 less attack, 2 less hit points, but he just does 4 to an enemy that happens immediately. That is pretty damn good, so you have to think about using him. But for now, let's go and go play another constructed game with my rogue, but I haven't got around to it. Here, I'll get rid of this for like any of you who are OCD. See, it's gone. Yeah, I don't want to flip through that, it'll take forever. But I think I do want to pull, you can take a look at my deck here if you want. I'm going to pull out my Shades of Noxramas. They're not doing anything special for me. They are interesting, but I think that I will get more value out of just having your regular plain old Defias Ringleaders. This deck doesn't make very good use of weapons, so the Goblin Auto Barber is not going to be crazy good. These guys will just sometimes do crazy things and like win you the game. So that's the theory I'm going to go with. So let's go play another ranked game. I'm doing fairly well. I do definitely lose some. As the farther I get down the ranks, The more matches I'm going to lose, because obviously I'll get closer and closer to finding my actual position. If I did spend enough time grinding, I'm sure I could get down to
I will be your death.
certainly 6th or 5th rank would not be hard. It would just take a lot of effort. There's a question of how far I could go beyond that. Because theoretically, at some point, you just reach the stage where effort alone isn't good enough. I don't know how good I really am. So if I play him, she could presumably just, like, coin dagger and take him out. But if she coin daggers and takes him out, is it really that bad? I'm gonna save him anyway. It's what do I gain from playing him now? If she puts out a 3-2, I could kill it. That's about it. So we're make a knife, stab you. Suppose if I didn't stab her, then I could make her worried about poison, but yeah, maybe that bluff is worth more than the 1 hit point. I should maybe think about that. I don't know. Really depends on like what kind of skill level your opponent is, whether that kind of stuff matters. In any case, though, oh, I can now stab him and do that. I don't even have to lose a guy. Nice. I was just gonna like boost him and trade or something. Oh no, wait, I can't do that because I don't have enough mana. Duh. Never mind. So, I just take him out and stab him. I will be taking more damage. Make a new knife. That's not very exciting, but if I save him in my hand, I can play him. On the other hand, if I use him, then I will have him in play, and I will take less damage. This early in the game, if she has to spend 2 for a dagger, that is actually costing her something. I think I'm going to do that.
Get in there, fight, maggot!
And I'm going to attack. Normally I do like to save it, and I probably should. I'm just thinking, I'm not going to draw another... I'm unlikely to draw another deckhand, because I've already had one. I mean, that reduces the odds. Okay, so he had nothing good to do with that turn. That is a good sign. Now I can play the ambusher. Blam. We like that. Ambusher stands unopposed right now. My opponent is building up cards more than I am. Crazy rogue-on-rogue violence. Shiv? Uh-oh. Shiv eviscerate? Yep. That still has 1 less eviscerate I have to worry about. Could be worse. Ogre time! It's ogre time! Yeah, you're thinking the thing. You're less of a thing, more of a brute. I don't usually think about that, but yeah, the WoW ogres with their horns.
Pay attention, class.
It actually makes him more of an Oni, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Backstab, free minion, and then what to follow up the backstab? Deadly poison, which does get you another guy, but she is using a deadly poison for just 1 swing, and taking ogre damage, so could be worse. Ah, interesting. He seems like a pretty good counter to that stuff. Otherwise, it's going to take a lot of effort to kill her. But I can just play... Well, if I play the SI-7 without shooting anything, eviscerate her, that doesn't kill her, though. No, I'm just going to play the Sludge Belcher. Whatever. I'll kill one of these guys, because by doing so, I might force her to dagger him and take 3 damage to the one that I just took. Of course, she might just assassinate him, or who knows what. Backstab for another free minion. Okay. Okay, that's annoying. Those guys are strong. You see a lot of them around. Backstab. Hooray! Can't backstab her, but I can SI-7 her. And I could cold blood this guy to get through that, or I could just use the eviscerate, which probably makes more sense. Wait. If I backstab him, why am I using an eviscerate to get through? That doesn't make sense at all. Yeah, this is not working out as cleanly as I thought. If I backstab him, Cold blood this, kill that. This guy still can't get through because his poop is in the way. I think I am going to want to SI7 that. Okay. So if I backstab him... The order doesn't work out the way I want it to at all. Because I want to be able to backstab something else. Backstabbing him is pointless. I can backstab one of them. And then eviscerate and trade the poop for him, I guess. Fine.
This guy's tough.
Here we go.
That was a costly turn for everyone involved. I'm slightly ahead on health. Not really ahead on army. I mean, they're pretty equivalent. Oh, look at that. She's getting good use out of those shivs. And they don't cost her a card, and they cost me some guys. Wow, you're willing to eviscerate for 4 on that guy with his 2 hit points? I'm a little surprised, I must say. Because I'm going to stab your ooze and then start beating your face in. Oh, I'm not even going to stab your ooze. Not just stabbing your ooze. Stabbing your ooze was the old plan. The new plan is Baron-geddon. Your move. I'm just going to stab the ooze and then drop an Arch Commander and for a bunch of damage. But... Okay, you're going to stab me for 1, and then what? I am starting to get concerned for your sake. Your plan seems less adequate. Do I win? It's going to be pretty rough. I don't think I win, but, like, damn. 15. Nope. I technically don't win. Oh, yes, I do. That's right, Baron-geddon will finish it. So, boom. I have no idea what my opponent was doing, but she was sitting there with a whole bunch of cards in her hand and not playing stuff for a while, for the last couple of turns, basically. Oh well, works for me. Meek show inherit. So, once again, I'm doing... Well, that was not a bad arena run. The ranked game obviously has been going better in these videos anyway. But thanks for sticking with me for 100 arena runs on Demonac Games, and hopefully we're just going to keep going. Hopefully I'll get some other non-Hearthstone content out too, but there's always so much stuff to do. We'll just have to see what comes out next time. If you found that useful or entertaining, or if you enjoy cookies, hit the like button. And check out Tales from My D&D Campaign on youtube.com/Demonac.